Don't worry, okay. All right, so good evening, good evening, and so welcome to today's live session. Wherever you're watching us, you're watching me from. Our guest is already here behind the scenes, so very soon I'll be bringing her up. But first of all, it's good to be here again. I think the last time we had this program as the Young and Berlin episode 6. That was in December of 2023, so about 2 months ago. Right, so you're welcome. It's always good to be here. It's always good to share and discuss and learn from young people who are out there balling, who are out there doing well for themselves. Okay, it's not necessarily that they have got everything all figured out or they have made it all or they are the top of the ladder. But all the people who have been inviting for this particular program, this Young and Bowling series, are young people who know where they are going, young people who are making waves to an extent, who are getting results in their respective fields, who have some level of influence, impact, and income. All right. So welcome, welcome. When you get here, if you're watching me live now, if you watch the replay later, thank you for joining us. I want you to just put your name in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from. All right, which state, which city, which country. Are you watching from Nigeria here? We're in Nigeria. Are you watching from Ghana? We're in Ghana. Are you watching from South Africa? Just let me know where you're watching from. And then, if you're in Nigeria, I'm sure you must have been feeling this heat that has been taking over everywhere. I honestly don't know what is causing this heat or where this heat is coming from, but it has been terrible. It has been. I'm not sure we felt this level of heat in a very long time. So, how is the heat situation where you are? Is it as bad as it is here in Delta State? Here, it's almost as if even the air itself is hot. Even the air we are breathing in is burning our lungs. To sleep is a problem, to be awake is a problem. It's terrible here. So let me know if the weather situation is better where you are. Is the heat not so bad where you are? Tell me your name, tell me where you're watching from. Once you can hear me and you get it. Alright? So without further ado, I'll bring our guest on stage, then I'll introduce her, and then she will go on with what she has for us today. Alright? So, okay, so we have with us today Olivia Onosike. Olivia has been a long-time friend, a close associate, and she's a productivity coach. The long and short of it all is that she helps people meet their target and achieve their goals faster than they would on their own. She helps you overcome procrastination, indecision, and all those nasty negative habits that prevent you from doing what you've said you will do or what you've planned to do. So she's that person you need if you have a goal that you want to reach without any excuses or without any form of you know procrastination and any other habits that will prevent you. So she's here today, and Olivia, your camera is off. We can't see you. Can you hear me? Olivia, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but
Uh,
can you?
I didn't get you.
I'm not
Okay, so you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. You're breaking up. I can't hear you. Okay, I guess network is bad, but
hold on.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for being part of this show. Thank you for agreeing to share what you know with us today on how we can, manage and deploy our time more effectively. How we can become, time management experts. How we can be more productive with our time and get more things done in less, with less time. All right, so I don't want us to take any more time than we've taken already. So I'll allow you to just get ahead with it and share what you have for us. You're welcome once again. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, that you can hear me because you cannot hear me. No problem. Or that Godsplan, can you hear me? Hello. Well, should I go ahead?
Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead. You can go ahead, please.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, hey, everybody, it's a pleasure. Okay. The pleasure to be here. And it's supposed to have the class before now, and I'm so excited to have you all here. And I hope that you enjoy the ride. So today I'll literally be talking on how you can manage your time effectively. So if you are not with your pen and your paper or your book, you should get one because you'll be needing it. We'll talk about how to manage your time effectively, how to balance your schedule, and also, and I'm also going to can you find all right, let's go. So first of all, what does it mean to manage time? People make the mistake of saying that okay, they want to manage time, they want to manage better and all of that. But the truth of the matter is that time can manage doesn't do what you time can manage your so management than of time management because it's literally you living your life according to according to the time that you have. Whether you do what you want to do, what you need to do, or what you have to do, time will still go. So you cannot manage time. However, like I said, you can manage your life in respect to time. Now, there are certain things you can put in place to make it easy for yourself to do this effectively. And first of all, you need to know exactly what you want to manage in your life. clarity is underrated. If you do not know what you want to do, if you don't know what you want to achieve, if you don't know what you need to get done, then it's going to be difficult for you to manage time. If all you know is a lot of things that you want to accomplish, it is going to become hazy in your head. It's going to be overwhelming, and you might end up not working on anything you set out to work on. All right. So the first thing you need to do is you need to be clear on what you want to do. And before you can be clear on what you want to do, you need to first know where you're coming from and where you are and where you want to get to. It is easier to move further if you know where you are. So the first question you need to ask is, where am I currently? Either academically, financially, business wise, positioning. However, you need to first know where you are right now in order for you to know what needs to be done to forge ahead. If you're able to design exactly where you are right now in your career, in your academics, or in whatever it is that you want to improve on, then you can now figure out what are some habits that you need to drop, what are some characters that you need to start working on and growing that would likely lead you to the place you want to be. There's always a gap in between where you are and where you want to be. And if that gap is the work that you need to do in order to move yourself from that spot that you are right now to the point that you want to be. All right. So, first thing you need to know, like I said, is figure out what exactly you want to get done. What is the target? What is the goal? What is the vision? That is the thing you need to do. You don't have a you don't have a vision. You will not manage time as you should because you know what you need to do. Be clear on what you need to do. Be clear on exactly what you need to do. And be clear on the goals that you need to set. So there are about seven to eight steps setting and I'm going to get all right. So talk about what you want to do. Question is you who do you come? Knowing what is one thing, easier to do that thing if you can be that person that does that thing. So if you like, for example, you want to be someone that reads every day, the first question you need to ask yourself is, what do readers do? How can I become that? Exactly. You know how you can become a read, you know, not really how you can, if you know what do and you what does do, eventually you catch up with reality of being. So after being clear on our current, the question is where you want, who do you become? Become the person that 100, 500 yourself, the that this person would do. Then you start aligning your activities according to that habit. But then, if you're able to manage your time better, you have to be clear on what you need to do. You have to be clear on who you need to become. If you're clear on who you need to become, it's easier to know the habits that would be necessary to get to that point. Sometimes it's your bad habits that's making you to stay where you are. Sometimes the limited mindset that's making you not to buy others around you are growing. So the first question you need to ask yourself after getting clarity on where you are and where you want to be is, who exactly do you want to become in being that thing? Who exactly do you need to become? And figuring out exactly who you need to become is going to be, shall I say, the template as to what habits that this person to have, what are the characters this person is supposed to have, what are the necessary skills this person is supposed to have. And when you have this down, you can now figure out where to work on. You also need to ask the habits or the habits that this person not have that you currently possess. if you're able to do that, you can now remove the bad habits or decrease how much or how often um, you work on habits that are not pushing you forward, and then focus your attention on what is necessary. Focus your attention on what needs to be done. Now, after thing done to be done exactly come just do done. Every the price is this case, all right, and there comes figuring out the price that you need to pay. You need to have a target as to where you're going, like I said before. So I'm going to walk you through some steps in goal setting and getting the target, and then we'll now move on from there. So the first thing you need to figure out is what exactly do you want to achieve. If you have figured that out, you need to write it down. A goal that is not written down is not a goal. So you need to write it down. After you've written it down, then I say it a lot of times, don't just write it down, say it to yourself. Is it this thing that you just said now that you wrote down? Are you overestimating yourself? Are you underestimating yourself? Is it realistic? It could be a big goal, right? It is fine. But write it down. Say it to yourself and believe in what you said. Even if you are not that person now, believe in what you said. And think and grow rich. Napoleon Hill says, whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. So no matter how big whatever the goals you set are, believe that yes, I set this goal. No matter how long it takes, I'm going to achieve this particular goal. Then after you believe on what you said, then start making plans on how exactly you are going to attain to this part. And by making plans, you could set short term, long term, or even long term, mid term, and short term goals. So it could be in the next 1 year, what do you want to get? And if you've written out what you want to get for the next 1 year, you still need to break it down to steps. Okay, I'm going to do this in the next 1 year. What do I need to do in 6 months to be able to make it to this point in 1 year? What do I need to do in 3 months to be able to get this point in 1 year? What do I do each month? Result right get each month to be able to get to this point I'm looking at, and then still break it down forward to what I need to do each week and then what I need to do daily. Now, when you have a weekly goal, your daily goals align. And when your daily goals align, you already know what exactly you need to do in a day. If you know what exactly you need to do in a day, when you wake up, while others are still figuring out how their day is going to go, have already started working on yours, giving you an edge time effectively is exactly what you need to do, like I said. And if you set goals, weekly goals and daily goals, before you go to bed, you already know how tomorrow is going to be. And you already know how tomorrow is going to be. When you wake up, you're just going to work, make it a reality because you've already designed it. You've already designed it beforehand. So plan steps that you're going to use attack these targets that you've written out. You've written the goal, you've said it aloud, you believed in it, you have steps written down, break it down to is the easier it will be for you to show up. Many persons overestimate themselves and be like, okay, oh, I want to read 20 books in a month. You've not read one book completely in 6 months and you want to read 20 books in a month. How is that possible? Do you get? So break it down to as simple, make it as simple as possible. If it is simple for you to do, you likely show up and get it done. All right. So simplify what you need to do and then you show up every single day. But before then, after simplifying what you need to do, the next step is to set a deadline. Okay, I'm sure you will agree with me that there are sometimes you need to do something and you have enough time to do it, but you don't do it until probably a night to when you probably need to, let's say, submit that work, or let's say give the work to a client, or even do your assignments in school or write a test. You had all the time to do it, but you don't do it. You be feeling all motivated all this while. But 24 hours before you need to get that stuff done, from nowhere motivation will come in. You will start moving at speed. The things that you were able to cover in 1 hour, say you yourself will be shocked because of what there is a deadline. So create a deadline for yourself. This deadline is what is going to push you to make sure that this thing gets done when it should get done. If there's no deadline, then you're going to be in trouble. So have since you have weekly goals, have weekly deadline. If you have daily goals, have a daily deadline. What am I going to have done at the end of this? It could just be one task. What will I have done at the end of today? So when you know that before you go to bed, you need to do this particular thing. No matter what happens, you will try as much as possible to get it done. Let me leave your way. So in managing time, set deadlines for yourself, but your deadline should align with your ultimate goal. You don't have to do so many things. You just have to set a target and you need to work towards the target that you have set. Another way that you can manage time effectively is to limit the amount of distractions around you. We are in a digital age. Yes. We have all the social media accounts on our phone. Yes. In as much as social media and the internet can be a very valuable tool, it can also be your biggest distraction. You want to work and the notification is on. Before you know, you see this tag, somebody tag you on a post. You want to check who that you. At the moment you enter Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, before you know, you're checking one video. Okay, let me just watch this one video. After checking one video, you're going to the next one. Before you know, 2 hours has gone, and what have you done? You wasted 2 hours. So beware of the distractions around you. What is your greatest distraction? For some persons, it could be social media. For some persons, it could be oh my god. So for some persons, like I said, it could be social persons, it could be video, it could be um oh my god. Okay, all right, I'm back. For others, it could be different things. For you, it could be something different, right? But what exactly is your distraction? For some person, it could be gisting with their friends when they know they're supposed to do something else, right? So individuals differ, but what is your own? What is your greatest tackle? Godsplan, can you still hear me? Okay, I think I'm back. All right, so figure what your distraction is. Figure out how you need to manage it, and then start tackling it immediately. Now, there's something many people do when they are undergoing distraction, managing their time, and all of that. When you have a task in front of you, instead of you to get started on that task, you start going on YouTube, on TikTok, on Google, looking for the best time management hacks. Yes, these apps will likely give you amazing hacks for time management. And then you will now tell yourself, wow, this is amazing. I'm so pumped. I'm motivated. Wow, Rema, everything. And then you tell yourself, okay, I'll start tomorrow. And you never implement anything. You attend webinars. Oh my God. Okay, so you attend webinars like this, you attend events, both physical and virtual. You are everywhere, yet you don't implement nothing. You just come, learn, go, nothing. After 24 hours, you are back to where you were before you even attended that event. So what do you need to do? Whatever you learn, take action on it as fast as possible. Begin as fast as possible, whether you are ready or not. Just start. If you start, then you can now push ahead. And when you start, try to track your progress. If you don't track your progress, when you don't see the results you're looking for, you will not be able to track how far you've come, the progress you've made, and you may end up giving up, which usually happens, right? So instead of that, make sure to track what you did. If at the end of the day you cannot give that day one tangible thing that you did, one result that you got, one effort that you made, if at the end of the day you are not able to give yourself this, just know that you have wasted 24 hours. All right. If at the end of the day, no matter how bad the day goes, you can't give yourself one major thing that you accomplished, you have wasted 24 hours of your life. And you don't have a lot of it. 80, 70 are all gone, right? So why not maximize this time you have, especially now that you're in your 20s, you have the energy, you have the vigor. So what exactly is stopping you? Saying things like you're not motivated, giving the best of excuses and all of that. The best people can do for you is sympathize with you. That's the best they can do for you. Sympathize with you, tell you, hey, yeah, chai, it's not your fault. That's the best they can do for you. They will not do the work for you. They will not get the results for you. They will not do any other thing. The only thing they can do for you in your life is to sympathize with you. But what do you need sympathy for? Work on your goals. Now, another thing that makes a lot of people not to manage their time effectively is they do too much. Only you want to be this, only you want to learn that. You are doing too much. And because you're doing too much, you want to accomplish everything, it becomes a trap. And you just keep moving in circles. The people you admire, the people you follow on social media that you admire and want to be like, check them out. They are known for something. What are you known for? What can you do? You cannot be everywhere and expect to be noticed. You have to be stay in one place, dominate one place, then spread your wings, right? So don't be everywhere. It gets overwhelming. You get so busy that you think you're using your life well, but trust me, you're not. You're getting so busy, but no results to back up why you are so busy. You're always busy with something, but no results at all. So in order to manage your time effectively, there's something you need to know. You need to learn to say no to certain commitments. People may feel bad if you tell them no. Quite alright. People may blackmail you emotionally, tell you it wasn't out for you and all of that. But in order to have more time for yourself, in order to have more time to do the most important things, you need to learn to say no to some things that look good in the moment. And that includes learning to say no to certain persons. You are nobody's money. If they will feel bad, it is fine. I don't mean you should be rude to them and tell them, no, 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 I can't do this. No, there are very polite ways to say no to somebody that they would understand. And even if they don't understand at first, eventually they will tend to respect your time. Because you say yes to everybody that comes to ask for a favor, you want to be the good person. That is why you don't have time for yourself. So learn to say no to certain commitments. Even if you don't know how to say no immediately, this is what I did when I was practicing learning to say no. If you reach out to me and tell me you
No, are you still there?
Yeah, I am. I'm here. I'm
Hmm.
here.
You were
So
hiding
as I
for
was
a
saying,
while then.
if you reach out to me, for you can hear me now, correct? Okay, so if you reach out to me and then you tell me something like, uh, okay, you tell me something like, okay, you need me to do this, and I know that with my current schedule, I will not come through on that task. Even if I don't want to tell you no directly, I'll literally just say, please let me check my schedule and get back to you. And I will type and write for you the most amazing no that you have ever seen. In fact, you will thank me for telling you no. Because I cannot come through on that. Do you get? So the same thing, you don't need to tell them no on the spot. You can just tell them, okay, let me check back on certain things and get back to them. And then you craft an amazing no. Tell them how much you appreciate them, but you will not be able to come through. Be sincere. You can't be everywhere. You can't do everything. You're not omnipresent. All right. So so that way you can have time to focus on the things that matter. And when you focus on the things that matter, you get better results. And if you start telling people no, the day you will tell them, okay, no problem, I'll get it done for you, they will respect you and they'll be happy. Because the more you say no to persons, the more they tend to respect your time. And the more they will even trust you because they know that for you to say yes on a certain thing, you will deliver on it. But if you keep saying yes, 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 and then you keep disappointing left, right, and center, your reputation is going down. You yourself, you are too busy to work on what matters. And in fact, it's a whole lot of disadvantage and going down there. So, in order to manage your time by reducing the amount of commitments that you have, you create this time by reducing the amount of distractions that you have. If social media is a distraction, don't carry your phone to work. If you must use your phone, go to these apps that are distracting you and turn off your notifications. You will not die. So that you can focus on what matters. Because trust me, if you're working and your phone beeps or a notification enter your phone, you hear the sound. You will be so curious, know how know how you want to do it. You'll be so curious to okay, who's this person? Okay, let me just reply to this one chat and that is it. Just from replying to one chat, you see this person message, you see this person post and time is gone. So let's do a quick recap. All right. How can you manage your time effectively? One way is to know exactly what you want. If you don't know what you want, first know if you don't know what you want, here is one easy hack to get what you want if you do not know that now. List out 5 things that you do not want. Like 5 things that you never want in this life, right? Just list 5. And out of the 5, which one pain you more if it happens? That one that pain you more. Do the opposite. List out 5 things you don't want. Look for the one that if it happens, you'll be so pissed. It will pain you very well. That particular one, do the opposite, and you get exactly what you want. Or you write out 10 things that you probably like, that looks good, that sounds good, that you want. Write out 10 and write those 10 in time yourself in less than 5 minutes. Okay. So write out 10 things in 2 minutes. Just whatever comes to your mind, just write it out, 10 of it. And after you finish writing out those 10, which one is it that if you accomplish it, you'll be the happiest? Most times you see that one jump right at you. So these are 2 ways you can quickly figure out what you want, and then you can now use the target system and everything that's spoken of so far to to get it and get it done fast. Another thing that will actually help you to use your time more effectively. We've talked about clarity, knowing what you want. I'm giving you some suggestions on finding out what you want. Setting commitments that you cannot fulfill on. Talk about reducing the amount of distractions in your environment. Breaking down your goals to small bits so that it's easy for you to show up. Having deadlines and daily tasks. And then I talked about keeping track of your progress. Now, if you keep track of your progress, you'll be motivated to keep doing more, even if you don't see the result yet. So always keep track of your progress. You can do that by using a checklist. You can do that by using a habit tracker. If you don't know what habit tracker is, just search it out on Google. You can do that by using habit tracker. You can do that by have checklist. All right. So this is it. These are some ways that you can save time and do the more important things. Now, if you don't have what you need to do, like I said, you don't have the deadline, you don't have the destination, you don't have the no matter how much time you have, you're not going to. So always figure out what are the habits that you need to cultivate and take action fast. If you finish learning all these things today and you don't implement anything, you would lose. In fact, by tomorrow, you'd have forgotten 50% of what we read today or what we did today. So take action as fast as you can, execute fast with speed. If you do not execute with speed, you might lose everything that you learned and you end up still being in the same place that you were before you attended this webinar. Do you get? So be very fast in taking action. There's this thing that comes with taking action, and that's the life of having the idea of you want it to be perfect first before you release it. See, even the greatest scholars, they have revised edition of their works. If they did not release the original edition, there will be no revised edition. So, however it is in your head, let it go out. And as it goes out, you can now reform it and make it better. You can revise it, you can reform it, you can make it better, but let it go out first. Most of the actions I took on impulse brought me very amazing results. And the ones I dragged on trying to make it work, most of them I ended up not doing any of those ones. So the speed of the execution is going to determine how fast you scale. So note, who do you exactly do you want to become? What habits do you need to start possessing to be that person? And that thing that will help you to show up and to use your time effectively beyond everything that we have said is if you're accountable to somebody. It could be a person, it could be a group. You've probably heard this before. Show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are, right? So the environment that you surround yourself in will either push you or pull you down. If you want to be a leader, put yourself in the midst of leaders. If you want to be a millionaire, put yourself in the midst of millionaires. Whoever you want to be like, put yourself in the midst of those people. And eventually, you start to get that same reality for yourself. If you do not have those people now, probably in physical environment, try to find them online. If you don't have them online, try to create one for yourself. Check out who are the people doing this thing. Okay, so check out who are those people doing it big, who are those people making it big in this industry that I want to get into. And most times, those people, the big ones, have their biographies online. Check it out. What are the things that they did? How did they get here? So, what are the interviews that they have on YouTube? How did they get there? Most of these people share this information for free. They are on YouTube, they are on Google, they are in books, right? Check out what is this thing that they're doing, and then try to align your habits to those things that they do. So managing your time effectively, this is just a complete recap so that we can close. In managing your time effectively, you need to, like I said, first be clear on what you want, decide on where you are right now and where you want to be, and then who exactly do you need to become to be that person. What are the habits you need to start learning? What are the habits you need to throw up that you already have that you don't need? Refining your distractions and removing them from your environment or limiting them around you. The procrastination issues, get an accountability partner. I already said that, right? So, what else did I say? Did I say? Because I talked about setting goals and I talked about setting daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly deadlines. Because these deadlines is what is going to push you to get the job done. I also talked about learning how to say no to activities that you'll not be able to come through on. Say no so that you can create time for the things that matters most. And finally, I said put yourself in the environment of people who do the things that you want to do. Those people will push you to do more. Get yourself an accountability partner if you must. And that person should not be somebody that is too close to you. If the person is too close to you, this idea of still finish you enter inside, you will not do it. You will not come through. You will not show up. So this person as your accountability partner should not be too close to you to avoid still finish. The person can either be ahead of you like a mentor, because of you don't want the person to see you as unserious, you show up and you get the job done. The person could be somebody in your circle, in your environment, because of your reputation, or you don't want to be seen as a serious person, you show up. And the person could be someone that's coming up, probably a mentee, because you already built this reputation of, the person wants to be like you and all of that. You don't want to scatter that reputation that you've already built. So for that reason, you show up and you get it done. So check out your environment. Out of all the things that we have said, you may just need to implement one, right? So look at for all of them, which one are you going to implement starting today? And if you find it out, start implementing it today as you finish watching this session, go and start. Then you do it tomorrow. Tomorrow may never come. I'll do it later is not a strategy. All right. So I'm going to stop here because I think I said a lot. And I need to say thank you so much, Godsplan, Pendulum. Thank you so much for putting this together. Like it's been amazing all this long. Thank you so much for inviting me to your community to come and share the little that I know. And thank you so much, everyone, for staying to the end. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Godsplan, back to you.
All right, so thank you for what you shared. Um, you've actually said a lot. I've been writing and I've almost written a whole page. Um, So I don't think there's even much I need to add. I don't think there's much I need to add. And like I said, like she said, she has given you a lot on how to manage your time. You see, time management at the end of the day is all about becoming more effective. All right. Like she said, you cannot really manage time because we all have 24 hours and you cannot do anything to add to it. You cannot make your own 28 hours or 27 hours. So it's about doing what you can to make the most of that 24 hours you have, running your life in a way that you can actually so it's about running your life and fashioning everything you do in a way that those 24 hours yield the maximum results for you. All right. And what Olivia has done this night is to give you steps that can help you achieve this. So that in that same 24 hours, you are achieving more than the average man. In that same 24 hours, you're growing more than your peers and your friend. In that 24 hours, you're seeing more returns on the things you do. So Okay, so network is quite bad. So I will be wrapping up this very now in the next maybe 2 minutes. All right. But like I was saying, I won't start going over what she has already done. I won't start, you know, we flogging the horse that she has already finished talking about. Our guest Olivia has shared a lot. So what I will encourage you to do, especially if you came in late, take your time, or if network was disturbing while you were listening to her, take your time and listen, watch the replay again with your pen, your paper, jot all these things down. This is my pen, this is my book. So I wrote down everything because I'm also going to be implementing it. One of the reasons I also host and put these shows together is as a way to also learn. All right. So while they are teaching you, I'm always here, I'm listening, and I'm learning as well. Because every one of us needs to grow, and no single person is a repository of all knowledge. All right. If I go and ask her all these things now, she'll be charging me maybe in dollars. But now she has shared everything here for free, so you can see. So like this now, I've taken this opportunity to learn the one I can learn. So you too, please do not misuse this. All right. YouTube is free. Prof used to say something. YouTube is free. Google is free. Yet you're not financially free. What is your problem? All right. So on this channel, for instance, we've I have over almost 50 videos, and all of them are life-changing content on different areas of personal growth and transformation and other things. So take your time and watch the sessions, watch today's session again, watch other sessions, and then more importantly, implement what you're learning. All right. So like she said, you may be doing some of these things already. Those ones you're not doing, take time to begin to do them. All right. If you're the type of person that you don't know how to say no, you accept everything, you go every invitation, you are there, every you want to do everything, you can't carry everything. Okay, that's why we have even economics, we have scale of preference. There's something called prioritizing. So you need to learn how to say no, how to cut off some things. As even if it's only one thing you take out of this session, please find that one thing and hold on tenaciously to it. All right. So, Olivia, thank you so much for making out the time. I know how busy school can be, so I really appreciate you making the time and sharing your knowledge, your experience with us without holding back. Okay, I appreciate it a lot, and I know those who are listening, those who will still watch, will appreciate it. So thank you so much. We'll talk on WhatsApp. Let me just end this. All right. Thank you. All right. So that is that for that. Next month we'll be having another episode of Young and Balling. That will be episode 8, and I'll be bringing another guest as well. Somebody that is also doing, incredibly well for a young person. All right. So, if you're here for the first time, do well to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that when I drop videos, whether it's a live session like this or the shorter videos I do, which I call 90 seconds with Pendulum, you can be notified and you can watch it. All right. You can also share this channel on your status and urge your friends to come here and find what they need for that next stage, what they need to transcend. All right. So thank you. I will see you soon on another live session or when I drop another 90 seconds video. Till then, please take good care of yourself and keep growing, keep investing in yourself. Continue to push the limits, continue to find another gear, right? It's never enough to just rest on your laurels. So keep moving, keep pushing, and I'll see you at the top. All right, so good night, and God be with you.